with the flow.
Can't forget about Coach Bergen. Of course. And if you don't got Coach Bergen, you ain't got shit.
What's up, Coach Bergen here, and welcome to the Coach Bergen Show, episode 43. Our guest today, Isaiah Drollette.
There we go.
Hello.
Yep. How's it going?
Good, you? Good, you?
Good. All right, so I know you said you're on the upcoming fight card. You're grappling, right? You're not doing MMA? Okay.
Yeah.
So, who are you competing against?
I'm pretty sure his name is Isaiah Long.
Oh, wow. So you're going against another Isaiah.
Yeah.
So you'll get to see who's the best of the Isaiahs.
Yeah.
Perfect. Hopefully it's you. I hope to see it be you.
Yes, sir. Hopefully. Let's do it.
Cool. And that's February what?
20th.
20th. Okay. All right, cool. So you still got like a month.
Yeah.
What promotion is that?
This one's a new one. I'm pretty sure it's under ASL. ASL Fighting League. Pretty sure.
Okay. Gotcha. I've never heard of them, so I wasn't sure what that is, but all right, they must be like a smaller, I guess regional type of promotion then. But
yeah.
All right, so what got you started with training?
Just like the love of the sport, started growing into it when I started doing jujitsu, then got into wrestling, and then went back into jiu-jitsu, started liking it, and then wanted to do this professional and trying to see where I can come from and show people who I am.
All right. So I imagine you've probably had hundreds of matches, but do you have any of them that are your favorite or that stand out to you?
Definitely a couple. Competing in like my first match in IBJJF was like my first one, and Grappling Industries.
Okay. What made those your favorite?
Was definitely the IBJJF was definitely because it was a kind of a precise tournament, and like it was very organized in the way it was run, so made it my favorite competition to compete and planning to do more with. And with Grappling Industries, I had like one really good tournament day, going like 11 matches and lost only 3. But doing that much competition in one day was like very exhausting but very exciting.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. 11 matches in one day. That's a lot.
Yeah, it was.
I remember I wrestled in high school. I don't think I ever did 11 matches in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So, what's the most amount of matches you've done in a day?
Was that
it?
Yeah, it had to be that.
Okay. All right. If you couldn't be a grappler, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't a grappler, I would done soccer.
Okay. All right. So you'd be a professional soccer player?
Yeah, I started soccer when I was little, and then wanted to try something different. So tried a couple of different hobbies, and then that's where I found grappling, and then stuck out to me the most.
All right. So I know with like kicking a soccer ball, it's similar to throwing a leg kick. And, do you train MMA at all?
Sometimes. I train MMA sometimes. I train like under Glover Teixeira and Alex at his gym. So kind of similar.
Yeah. All right. But you just primarily grapple though?
I primarily grapple, yeah.
Okay, cool. You want to focus on that one discipline.
Yeah, focus on grappling. Yeah, and then try to see where I'm at from there.
Cool. Do you have anybody? Do you have anybody you want to compete against? Like a dream match?
In like a certain match, like I always want to compete against like the best, and like want to see where my skill level is at and around that. So like anyone, I would like to go against. That's mostly my style.
Okay. So I'm not sure what weight you compete at, but you would compete against like Gordon Ryan if you had the opportunity.
Yeah,
All right.
that would be a dream.
All right, cool. What weight do you compete at?
I compete around 155 to 160.
Okay. All right. Um, and then what do you walk around at?
I walk around like 165, close to 170.
Okay, so you don't have to cut too much. It's like
No.
5, 10 pounds. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's probably a lot easier because it's the same day weigh-ins, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's honestly a healthier way to do it, to do weight cutting.
Yeah.
Um,
It. Yeah, that's what I thought of it too.
because like if you have a whole day to put the weight back on, then you're not even the same size anymore. And
Yeah.
it's like, who cares if you can stand on a scale at 155 for a second if you're, 185 pounds, the next day.
Yeah.
Um,
Exactly.
and especially like when you can use like IVs and all of that stuff to just like put
Yeah.
fluid back in you. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
I think cutting weight needs to somehow get eliminated from the sport, but I'm not really sure
Oh
how.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know either, but like the where I see like how professionals do it, they have like a team, they have like people with specialist people that like have like kind of like area to help them out. Like they use like bathtubs, they're in like their underwear, like sweating with hot water. It's brutal.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy that that's such a like important aspect of the sport when it has nothing to do with actually fighting. It
Yeah,
has to do with losing weight quickly,
yeah,
and
exactly.
like if it wasn't normalized from like wrestling in college, high school, all of that, like I don't in boxing probably they cut weight a little bit, I imagine, but probably not too
Hmm.
much.
Right.
Um, but if it wasn't normalized from doing like competitive, collegiate wrestling, I don't
Yeah.
think MMA would be doing it as much. Like I think it
Right.
would be everybody probably walking around about their weight class, uh,
Exactly. Yeah.
kind of like Frankie Edgar.
Yeah. Definitely
Uh,
like him.
yeah, but all right. So let's go outside of grappling. If you
All
could
right.
eat any food, if you could eat, just one meal a day, as much of it as you want, what would that meal be?
Definitely cheeseburgers. 100% cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers. Okay, what would you have on?
Yeah. On it, probably like a double patty with cheese, pickles, lettuce, tomato, ketchup and mustard.
Okay.
Just that I could rock with for a lifetime.
I like the idea of that. I don't do onions, so I'm glad you didn't say
Nah.
onions. Um, and then lettuce. Got to get some vegetables in.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah. All right. Cool. Do you have a favorite place you like to eat them from? Like, is it like McDonald's? Is it Wendy's? Or is it Five Guys? Or do you
Um.
make them yourself? Or what do you prefer?
So I don't usually have like a particular place. Like I had a lot of cheeseburgers. Like I've been at different places trying like new food, like different types of cheeseburgers at different areas. Like a lot of like they have a lot of different tastes and like varieties of the way they make it. So it's kind of interesting to try them all. But like
Okay.
I say the best has to, because I like this from experience. Either like Texas Roadhouse, like it's either my favorite, or Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Okay. All right. And Texas
Yeah,
Roadhouse. All right. So it's like higher class food, like higher quality
a little
food.
bit. Yeah,
Not fast food, but like sit down
yeah,
at a restaurant and get it. Okay.
yeah.
Because I guess it's not it's not like, I don't know, higher class was probably not the best phrasing, probably
Right,
because like higher class now I'm thinking of like a fancy restaurant, tuxedo and all of that
right.
stuff. But I mean, Buffalo Wild Wings is kind of like the equivalent of Applebee's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, um, yeah. All right. Let's go back to competing. If you, no, not if. Where is the furthest place away that you've traveled to compete?
So like I think the furthest I ever done was like had to be either New York or starting to be either Rhode Island around there.
Okay. Okay, so you're mostly local to the area then.
Yeah, I'm trying
Presumably,
to
at least.
trying to work myself a little further too, like
Okay,
professional wise.
being the best here before you go outwards.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So how do you let's see. How do you make it into a career with grappling? What advice would you give to somebody trying to do it?
So my advice to for grappling is like it's a hobby. Like you can either be good at it or you can either learn from it. Like there's like no win or lose type of game. It's either you win or you learn. That's what I learned from Royce Gracie,
Mhm.
and I took that quote and I enjoy it a lot. Thinking about that quote every time I'm in the mat. It's something to learn. Like I get beat up by like higher belts in my class a lot, but like I learn from it and like I try to work on the stuff I'm need to improve.
Okay. All right. Win or learn. Yeah. I like that. Okay. So who gave you aside from that, who has personally given you the best advice in your jiu-jitsu career?
The best advice had to be my friend Isau. I learned a lot from him while training jujitsu. Like he was like my older brother in training, but he had like personal issues he dealt with. But like he taught me a lot in jujitsu, like what I was doing wrong, what I was needed to work on, what I was failing at. Like he was like, and he gave me like life like kind of information too. So like stuff I needed like to work on and stuff. Like he was kind of like there for me when I needed help the most.
Okay. Is there any one specific piece of advice that you found more like most valuable?
The piece of advice was mm, there was so many that a lot of people gave me. Like I so many people gave me advice and like I I take a lot of that because I listen and I learn is the best thing I could do is like the one advice someone gave me was that I don't have it off the top of my head, but like
All right.
it's there was so many advice that so many people gave me, so I don't have them all lined up.
That's all good. We can circle back to it if it comes to mind. Um, all right. So let's go back outside of grappling. If you could be any animal, what animal would you be and why?
An animal, I would have to be either um either a gorilla or a snake.
Okay. Why is that?
The reason for a gorilla was strength and like he's like he overall strength and a snake for like technical. Like I think of that in jujitsu because as a snake you got to learn how to like roll around like even in the most uncomfortable positions you're in, and like a gorilla like you got to use a lot of strength to like be in the better positions you're in.
Okay. And the snake, you really need to wrap around them in order to, do
Yeah,
that, which is very similar to jiu-jitsu. You need to be able to have control and be wrapped around them and, being
exactly.
able
Yeah,
to, in a sense, slither to a better position.
yeah.
All right, cool. So part of like why that question is still asked is what I have been doing is I've been creating cartoons. So initially, like I had a cartoon called Jiu-Jitsu Monkey and Friends, and then I've now made that into like I rebranded it into Coach and Friends, so that way it's more about like whatever I want it to be. So that way my character is the main character, and then also I don't have to, target it towards kids, which is what I was doing initially. Was
Yeah.
trying to create a kids cartoon, but but yeah. So I'm gonna create a cartoon snake and a cartoon gorilla. I'm gonna create the cartoon snake wrestling my coach character, and I'm gonna put it
Okay.
into this right here.
All right.
Yeah. All right, and we're back. Perfect. So cool. What do you do outside of grappling?
Outside of grappling, I go to the gym a lot and I work a lot.
Okay. What do you do for work?
Currently a warehouse. That's where I'm
Okay.
at right now.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Um. So, I mean, obviously, your plan is to be a professional jiu-jitsu athlete. Um. But what if you were to be at the job you have now? Is that the worst case scenario for you?
It's not really like I like the company people give me here. Like everybody's awesome here, and and I work with a lot of people. So and my goal is to socialize more, like trying to talk to more people, be more open. So trying to take new steps and like trying to achieve new habits
Okay.
outside of grappling.
Cool. So, aside from February 20th, what else do you have coming up for grappling?
I have a super fight on February 7th
Okay.
and a super fight on March 7th.
And March 7th as well. Okay. February 7th, who's that for?
CHQ.
CHQ. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the one you initially told me about. Yeah. Okay. CHQ. And then what is the one on the 20th again?
Um, the ASL League in Rhode
ASL
Island.
in Rhode Island. Okay. And then March 7th, what is that?
The top level pro
That's
in
top
South
level.
Windsor.
Okay. Okay. Got it. All right. Do you have any of those that is your favorite or one that you're looking forward to more than the others?
So mostly I'm looking forward to is like either CHQ, because that's like a new organization I never competed for, and I heard a lot of good things about it. And the good thing about competing in CHQ and the ASL league is fighting in a cage, and it's always cool to always wanted to do that for
Okay.
like maintaining grappling wise. But that's the only thing I'm most excited for.
Okay. So you're going to get to have the grappling match inside of the cage as opposed to on a mat.
Yeah,
Um, do you? So obviously it can differ, how you like what your game plan is a little bit because now you have walls to work with. Which way do you prefer? Would you rather be able to have the cage or would you rather be able to have the mat?
um, I feel like the cage will give me like more challenges to work, but like the mat, like I feel like is like outside, like it's like a boundary. Like if you're outside, you're like you have to reset, but like the cage is like you have to force to work yourself out of it.
Mm,
So I say I prefer the cage,
okay.
but I enjoy the mat.
I had someone the other night tell me about a grappling match they had inside of a boxing ring. And they
Oh,
and they had fallen out of the ring and they had to reset. And I don't quite remember like the whole story or even who told me, but they were on the podcast, so I don't know, re-listen to the last 10 episodes
yeah,
and then I'll get back to you. But yeah, it's crazy how many different I guess platforms like you can compete on or compete
yeah.
with and and then I know that I've seen videos of like car jiu-jitsu where they'll
Oh
start in a
yeah,
car and then start going, or they'll start on a couch and like be in a living room. And I think that like what really needs to happen is the UFC needs to, for their grappling division, like they need to have it where there's all kinds of different specialty like matches, I guess, in for grappling in different settings. So that way, like, you might compete against somebody in a car, and then maybe the next day you compete against them in the cage, and then maybe, in a wrestling mat, maybe, I don't know, like different settings. There's like
Yeah.
a lot of ways that can do it, especially with them being branded with WWE. They got all the
Oh
creative
yeah.
minds, they can do it.
Oh yeah. They
Um,
can. Yeah.
and I don't know, but as a competitor, is that something you would compete in
Uh,
if you had different settings each time?
Maybe like I've seen like a lot of these like where people like compete in like variety areas in the competition. Like it's not a bad place to do it, but like it's not something like as much as where I want to do it. Like I want to like compete in front of a lot of people, like in front of a crowd. Like my goal is to like not be scared of like having being around a crowd, but like being more open around it. So like car jujitsu is like something. It's not bad. I would do it, but it's gonna be a lot of like you're in like a very very like uncomfortable area, and like you gotta like force yourself out.
Mm.
It's like with a lot of pressure, with like fighting inside of a car and like seatbelts, and you gotta worry about is like something else.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, but I think that it would just really like create another mix to it for sure. But it would
Oh
it would
yeah,
also require the skill set to change and the
bruh.
sport itself to kind of change, to be able to be adaptable in all different like realms, I guess. And
Exactly. Yeah.
uh, and then you could have like different titles for each one now. Oh wow, that
Oh
could
yeah.
actually be like something crazy.
Oh yeah.
Um, like you're the car jiu-jitsu champion at 135, or
Yeah.
and then this person is, the basketball court champion at 170 pounds,
Yeah.
and and then like karate combat, they have their own style where the mat kind of like caves in. I don't know how to
Yeah.
explain it, but
Yeah.
yeah. Um, and I don't know, but I think that the resources are there and the creative minds are there. I don't know why they haven't executed on this idea already, but
But
I can see a lot of potential with it. If
yeah.
but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely a new environment, and then a lot tougher to prepare because if you're just used to, not just used to rolling on the mats, like that's not an accomplishment or not a big deal. But if you're
But
strictly focusing on rolling on the mat, then like you're gonna get used to just that, and then if
yeah.
you're doing just the cage, like you're gonna get used to just that.
Yeah. Right.
So, um, I don't know. It is what it is. But
Right.
all right. Do you have any matches that you want to share about, or training stories, or
So I think I have like either one or two that like from a match and a training story. Like
okay?
so for a match, like I definitely like for compared from my first match and to my recent match, like I was for like my recent match, competing like from a injury, well after an injury, from 7 to 9 months, from that kind of time period, it was like different, like being able to come from winning first place in nogi and third in gi is definitely an experience because like I, I haven't been training for like that long since my injury, so it was kind of like wow, a different like kind of perspective to come back to, and plus that my cardio wasn't there too, so I had to like train everything, and compared to my first match, like I had a lot of nerves. I was scared. I was like nervous to compete. So I was trying to do the best I can to win, even though I was just like a white belt. Like looking back at it now, I could have beaten that opponent before.
Okay.
And mm,
So you could, I mean, you would probably want to compete against them again and show them, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Are you able to compete against them again?
uh, I'm not sure. Like from where his skill level is now, and
Okay.
then
Got it. You've rised up through the ranks. You're what belt are you now?
blue,
Blue.
almost
Oh, okay.
halfway to purple.
Got it. Got it. All right. Um, where do you see yourself in 5 years in this career?
Hopefully, where I see myself is definitely traveling more and competing more.
Okay. Is that the part that you like about it is traveling around to different places?
Yeah, like seeing, like wanting to see the world and like competing like at the best like competitions and definitely seeing my opponents and they're able to hopefully give me a good challenge and make give me a way to find ways to hopefully beat them and learn from my mistakes at the along the way.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Are there any matches you've had where you wish that you did something differently?
Yeah, I had a couple like sometimes in the match like I never like finish like a takedown or like I wouldn't be able to like pass a guard or pass side control. It's definitely like could have done better now than I could have done then.
Okay. And but it also, I guess, you probably through that process learned how to do it differently or better or easier or how to not, be in the same position again or whatever. We learn from our mistakes, not our
Right.
wins necessarily.
Yeah.
Um, so, all right, I collected some fan questions. So let's see. This is the first one. How do you prevent burnout?
How to prevent burnout? It's don't jump the gun too early. Like people like go right after it. Like they don't they don't think about control. They don't think about their own like where their own like speed limit is on their own body. They don't like listen to themselves sometimes. They like overthink. They over train a little bit. Like they go crazy like on the first minute, but and then when the next minute comes in the match, like they'll be gassed, and then they'll like have to work their way back into it with no energy.
Mm. All right, so you want to kind of pace yourself then,
Yeah,
and then just be explosive, kind of when you need to be, when you're going to get the finish or when you need to escape.
yeah.
All right, what separates hobbyists from competitors mentally?
Mentally, so co- separating is like it feels like a line between. It feels like two different lifestyle, but like trying to keep it as one is like kind of different. So I see people like having like their own style on the mat compared to or in the gym compared to more themselves outside. It's like different. Like some people can like their hobbies can be like totally different. Or like could be the same. Like they could like still do the same thing on the mat and off the mat. But like the way people do it is just like keeping it mentally balanced. They try to balance themselves work, lifestyle, and training style.
All right, how many hours a week do you realistically train?
Realistically, like I train like 5 days a week,
Okay,
and then
like
working towards
2 hours or 3 hours?
around 2 to 3. Yeah.
2 3. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Do you prefer gi or no gi?
Uh, I train both, but I prefer nogi because I've been seeing a lot of improvement in nogi than gi.
Okay.
I like I like gi because you have more control and stuff with the lapel and like the grips, but like no gi, you're like able to slide through. You're able to slide and like with your body and like you're able to flow like freely and like the gi like weighs a little bit, but like
Mm.
the no gi, like you're just free sometimes.
Right, right. And there's less that, there's less that can be grabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. When did you first realize that jujitsu was your thing?
Um, that my mom introduced it to me a while back, and then trying it out and like being consistent at it was definitely the way to go for me.
All right, all right. So you just kind of knew once you started.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. What's one position you hated at first but now love?
I hated position I hated the most was guard, and now I love it because I'm like able to control the most down there, but also able to work myself out of there now. Than before, I hated it because I had nothing to no, I didn't know what to do at the time and didn't know what to do.
Okay, you just knew how to hold them in your guard, kind of.
Yeah,
I get that. I get that. Sometimes that's what it feels like for me,
yeah,
where I just hold them in my guard because I can't, they're so strong I can't do anything, and
yeah,
they're so explosive, But
exactly.
but if I can hold them there, eventually they'll tire themselves out. So, all right. Do you perform better as an underdog or as a favorite?
More as an underdog.
As an
Like
underdog.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's a favorite, but I prefer an underdog.
Okay. Um, what rule set do you enjoy competing under most?
Either ADCC or IBJJF rules.
And why is that?
Like IBJJF rules, like they're like kind of direct and specific, so it's like so you don't try to like so like no like nothing bad will like happen if you're like depends on the belt and like where your age is at, like you're able to like do more, and like ADCC you're able to like go crazy sometimes and like for takedowns, and like even if you're not even on the mat you'll still be rolling. That's like kind of fun.
Okay. And then they have like you can't do knee bars, right?
Yeah,
Under their rules.
yeah, under IBJJF.
Okay. And is that just for like everybody not black belt, or is that like
I think
everybody
yeah, under
all together?
yeah, for black belt, I think for yeah, for all of them, yeah.
All of them. Okay. Because I know I've definitely seen in the past, and I can't remember who it was for, but I remember seeing that it was like white belt, no leg locks, blue belt, no leg locks, and then purple belts were allowed to, and then, brown belt, black belt, whatever. But yeah. All right. What does a perfect training day look like for you?
Um when I'm feeling fresh, when I'm feeling relaxed, and um I had the perfect like my stomach is clean, like I feel clean, and I had the right intake like water, I took the right amount of liquid refreshment, or like when I ate like the right food and I feel energized. That's when I know I'm gonna be rolling perfect and training perfect.
All right, cool. Do you train when motivation is gone, or do you take the day off?
I train when motivation's gone.
Okay. With the discipline.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. What's the biggest sacrifice jiu-jitsu has required?
Um Definitely with my knee. It had to be with my knee.
With your knee?
Yeah.
Okay. How so? Just.
Cause after I tore my meniscus,
Mhm.
and getting surgery after that, and taking some time off the mat, like I always wanted to visit like the gym, like and like I wanted to train. I would have been bored at my house a lot. Um, I tried to find something to do, even though I rarely couldn't. It was kind of either boring a little bit.
All right. All right. So it gave you something to do.
Yeah,
How do you define a good training partner?
to find a good training partner, um, who's someone that you have sometimes to talk with, and and that's a similar weight to you, and like either similar skill. Like you got, and you're like really close with that person, and you know that will be a perfect training partner if they're like everything that you're looking for.
I think the biggest thing is definitely somebody that's not going to hurt you, or at least if they're going
Yeah.
to hurt you, doing it in a controlled way.
Yeah.
And like knowing when they're in a position to hurt you, and knowing that you're being stupid and not tapping, and then letting it go. Like somebody that's going to look out for your safety as well as you looking out for your own.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Last one. Why do you think people fall in love with jiu-jitsu?
Because this sport is not about winning or losing, and this sport is trying to either teach you self-defense or trying to create new hobbies for like other things that you've never been interested before, or something you wanted to go out and try to do.
Yeah. And I mean, I love that it keeps you active. It keeps people active, and
Oh
it
yeah.
gives, a good outlet to get out, to get out aggression, frustrations, problems. And yeah. All
It
right.
separates. It's my bad, but
No, you're good.
it
What?
also like separates like your life. Like if the second you step on that mat, everything like goes numb. So it's all that. It's just silence and just learning.
Right, right. Nothing outside of it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else that you want to share today?
No, that
All
was
right.
awesome.
Well, thank you for joining, and I
Of
will let you
course.
know when it gets uploaded. Good luck on all your upcoming
Thank you.
matches, and we'll definitely have you on again in the future.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Isaiah.
Of
Enjoy your
course.
day.
You too.
All right. Bye.
I know I clock in, clock out, still clocking my dreams. Boss talking about raises, I'm talking about me. Got a side hustle whispering, wait till they see. While my main job asking why I yawn and me. They say be realistic, I say that's a trap. If I wanted average checks, I'd be cool with that. But I'm not, I got plans in a notes app. Everybody want more if you folks actually act. Ain't nobody waking up thinking about coach today. Like let me change his life, let me show him the way. Now that's my job, pen to paper, foot on the gas. If I don't bet on me, who the hell gonna care? I don't want a normal life, I don't want a normal wage. Don't want a maybe someday, don't want minimum save. Everybody say they're stuck, but they love the cage. I'm building exits after hours, still working days. I don't want a normal life, I don't want a normal check. If it don't scare me a little, I ain't done it yet. Most people dream out loud, then go back to bed. I'm tired, yeah, but I'm tired of being broke instead. Try for years, didn't pop, that's the part they skip. They see the highlight reel, not the hardship clips. Side project, flopping, still guarding it. Cause the quit button's easy, belief is hard as shit. Everybody say they hate the 9 to 5, then clocking Monday like this is fine. I'm alive, same combo, same beer, same one day I'll try. I'm allergic to someday, I'll break out in why. Yeah, I could coast, play it safe, blend in, but I'd rather fail loud than succeed, pretend. If nobody saves me, cool, that's the twist. I don't need a hero, I'm training to be him. I don't know, I don't want a normal life, I don't want a normal wage. Don't want a boss man dreaming about my ceiling and cage. Everybody want the fruit, nobody loves the rake. I'm planting trees at night, still show up late. I don't want a normal life, I don't want a normal check. If I'm comfortable forever, what the hell's next? Most people wait on luck, like it's lost in the mail. I'm sending letters to myself like you cannot fail. Ain't nobody coming like coach, here's the keys. No parade, no plan B, just grit and belief. So if I make it look crazy, that's fine by me. I'm just making tomorrow answer to what I believe in that. I know, I know, I know, yeah. So I Googled confidence. It said believe in yourself, which felt fake as hell. So I kept scrolling. Ain't nobody care why you lost, my guy. Life don't pause when you're hurt inside. You can blame the rap, the ref, the weather, the map. The scoreboard's like, nah, it says L, that's that. No one cares, yeah, that's a cheat code. Accountability, the key, how to read the reload. You want confidence? Do better. That That's it, that's the tweet, that's the letter. I used to blame traffic, my sleep, my sign, Mercury retrograde. Every time I decline like I would've won, but my sock was tight, bro. The universe don't care about your sock that night. Confidence ain't affirmations in the mirror, it's reps in the dark when nobody hear ya. It's sucking for a while, looking dumb, eating crow. Then one day you're good and it casually shows. You ain't confident cause you ain't competent, and that's not hate, that's just consequence. You can't fake skill, can't Photoshop wins, can't lie to life. Life checks receipts then grins. Ain't nobody care why you lost, my guy. Life don't pause when you're hurt inside. You can blame the rap, the ref, the weather, the mat, but the scoreboard's like, nah, it says L, that's that. No one cares, yeah, that's the truth pill. Swallow that, then go build real skill. You want confidence? Cool, do better. Risk it all, mess it up, then get better. Men want confidence but skip the scary part. They want the crown, but not the bleeding heart. Not the risk, not the loss, not the public L. Just the highlight reel and the victory yell. But life's binary, it's yes or no. You either did or you didn't, bro. And excuses sound loud in your own damn head, but out here they're invisible dead. You lost, say that then run it back. No TED talk about why you crack. Responsibility heavy, yeah, weigh a ton, but it turned boys into men when you carry one. It's kind of freeing when you realize nobody's coming to save your pride. No one owes you belief or grace. You earn that shit with work and face. Ain't nobody care why you lost, my guy. Life don't pause, no alibi. You can cry, explain, rationalize that pain, or say that's on me and level your game. No one cares, and that's the gift. Accountability's the confidence shift. You want confidence? Cool. Do better. That's it in song. Go get better.
Thank you to my sponsor, Coma Dreams. A coma is just a comma in your life. Tonight proved that you pause, you breathe, and you finish the sentence. We did that, we finished
You
it.
looked unstoppable out there.
I didn't quit. Coma Dreams prove comebacks are real. Thank you, coach. I told y'all, no matter how deep it gets, wake up and fight.
Coma Dreams stayed with me. They reminded me not to take any day for granted. Just being healthy, training, and showing up is something to be thankful for.
I didn't expect this, but Coma Dreams actually hit me. Watching Coach go through that made me realize how fragile life is and why you don't waste your shot. This isn't a movie, it's life. It is what it is.
You know, I didn't expect to get hit this hard by a film, but Coma Dreams just wrecked me in the best way. The way it showed someone fighting their way back, step by step, it felt honest, like rolling here on the mats.
All right, I watched Coma Dreams, and I'm going to tell you, Coach's recovery, that was truly inspiring. That's a story worth watching.
I've chased titles my whole life. Coma Dreams reminded me the real prize is waking up and getting another chance. I'm grateful. Thank you, Coach.
I've been knocked down more times than I can count. Coma Dreams reminded me, you never quit, you keep standing back up. Shout out to Coma Dreams. A coma is just a comma in your life. We finished the sentence and we finished the fight. Thank you, Coach.
Congratulations on the win. What's the message tonight?
Train by day, Coma Dreams by night, all day.